And finally, we're going to get an answer to the question, how good is Cincinnati, really? Is Cincinnati a good team or not? This game's going to answer it. Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, we got Georgia versus Cincinnati. Georgia kind of flew under the radar all year. Let's take a look and make a pick. All right, so this line opened up 7.5, Cincinnati plus 7.5. It dropped to 7, and now once it's at 7, bets were coming in pretty even, but look at the sharp money all over the Georgia Bulldogs. 83% of the money on Georgia. We move on to Thursday morning, and even more sharp money has come in on Georgia. This causes the line to move from 7 to 7.5. Now check this out. So that was Thursday morning. Now it's Thursday night. I checked it right before I started recording this. Sharp money's creeping back towards Cincinnati. So although at 7 the sharp money was coming in on Georgia, it looks like there's some sharps out there that like Cincinnati plus 7.5 if you see. So how do these two teams match up on the field? Well, Georgia kind of flew, like I said, they flew under the radar, weren't getting talked about that much. Usually Georgia's in the headlines, talk about for playoffs, top 10, top 5. They didn't really get talked about that much this year. They kind of had the same reputation all year. They have a really good defense and a subpar offense, which was actually very true for the first chunk of the season. But once JT Daniels was healthy and took over at quarterback, that Georgia offense looked completely different. The Georgia offense in the last few games of the season looked completely different than the first 4 or whatever it was. JT Daniels really turned this Georgia offense around, man. Now on the other sideline, we got the Cincinnati Bearcats. They're very well coached. They control the clock. They are very good on third down, which we all know is huge. They're able to control the tempo and pace of the game because they have a really persistent running game. So that's good news, right? Well, Georgia may have the best run defense in the entire country. They allow just 69 rushing yards per game this year, and that's in the SEC. So yeah, not the most favorable matchup for the Cincinnati offense, but here's some good news for Cincinnati. Their defense is really impressive, and although JT Daniels looks good, he was playing some weaker teams in those last 3 games. He didn't play Florida, he didn't play Alabama, he didn't play Auburn, or any of the top SEC teams. He played 3 weak games. This Cincinnati Bearcat defense isn't going to be easy for him to score on. All right, so after that analysis, you're probably thinking, oh, Georgia, only 7 points is an easy pick. Georgia minus 7. Hold up, we're forgetting one last thing. There's a bunch of Georgia players not playing in this game, and I got them right here. So, Georgia's going to be without, because of opt-out/injuries, and there's one guy transferring. Georgia's going to be without their 2 best defensive backs and their nickelback, 2 starting linebackers, including one that's one of their better pass rushers, their starting left guard, and their second tight end, all in this game. That has to be a factor when making this pick. So what is the pick? I'm going to fade the SEC here. I'm taking the Bearcats. I think Georgia's defense is going to let up a few scoring drives, missing all those pieces. And I also think JT Daniels is going to struggle a little. The Cincinnati defense is way different than anything he's ever played before. Give me Cincinnati plus 7.5, lock it in.
Hello, what's going on, people? It's your boy Stu here again with another over-under pick for you. We have the Georgia Bulldogs against the Cincinnati Bearcats. The line is at 49.5 right now, and I say take the over. In the last 4 out of 5 games that the Bulldogs have been favorites, the over has hit. And also in the last 4 games, the Bearcats have also hit the over. So that is my pick. Bet it.